You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about that Giants and Eagles game last night. I wanted to do some kind of a reaction to it. Number one, because I had Jaxson Dart as the best quarterback coming out in the draft, and, well, I'm looking pretty good at, man, I may have hit Jaden Daniels as the number one guy. May have hit Jaxson Dart. I think the Giants should have taken him. And I said it at the Abdul Carter spot. And I believe the Saints should have drafted Jaxson Dart. They didn't. Obviously, I could have made an argument that the Titans should have taken him number one overall. But it's weird. It's funny how the NFL evaluators can't just a simple eye test watching Jaxson Dart play in the SEC and realize the kind of moxie the kid's got, the kind of arm the kid's got, the maneuverability, the ability to scramble around and make plays with his feet. I thought he was dynamic. And clearly, it looks more and more like the Giants got this pick right. They got this pick right. The Eagles, holy shit. The Eagles have goddamn problems. I mean, they do. Their offensive and defensive line is not as good as advertised. And, I thought, well, maybe it's a situation where, Jalen Carter was out for this game. Nah. I mean, they got ran over by Cam Scatterboo, a rookie. Jalen Carter's not good against the run anyway, even if he'd have played. He's 77th in the league against the run. I mean, in fact, he's 69th ranked overall in 4 games this season. So he has not been the player. We can't give him an excuse. Well, Jalen Carter was out. He hadn't been nearly the player that he has been the previous seasons. He was 18th ranked last year, 6th ranked in 2023. 69th out of 120. So that's not an excuse. He's not been great. You know who has been great? This kid, Cam Scatterboo. The guy, of course, everybody fell in love with during the playoffs last year for Arizona State, along with Sam Leavitt. One thing, this kid is, there's a world, say it out loud. And guys, I'm not a Giants fan. I'm not an Eagles fan. I've got no dog in this hunt. But there's a world when Malik Neighbors is back. This reminds me of the triplets a little bit, all right? Because you had Michael, Troy, and Emmett that all came in basically at the same time. Irvin was a little earlier, a year or two. Well, Neighbors, a year or two. And this could end up working out really well for the Giants. No doubt about it. They may have hit this right. 34-17. I mean, wow. But the Eagles got dominated. They gave up 172 yards on the ground. That's crazy. Third down efficiency, 1 for 9 for the Eagles. The Giants were 11 of 16. That's where Jaxson Dart's ability to scamper around and do things helps a lot. No doubt about it. And basically, same time of possession in this game. So I was just having a conversation with my buddy over at CDS Podcast. He believes this should have been called targeting. And basically, me and him had a complete argument over it. And I said, targeting never even crossed my mind here. I was going to show this play. I mean, to me, that's diving for a first down. That's trying to get a first down. I expect my quarterbacks, if capable, to try to make this play. I expect it. But he's an Eagles fan. He thought Jaxson should have been called for targeting and kicked out of the game. I was like, wow. Never. I had this up. I had it immediately. He said Jaxson Dart should have been, because I told him, I said, wow, Jaxson Dart really showed up last night. He was like, he's trash and he should have been thrown out of the game. I was like, wait, what? Are you talking about this play? I didn't know what play he was talking about. And so I don't know. That was wild to me, how differently two people could see one play. Giants rookie duo, Jaxson Dart, 1 touchdown, rushing touchdown, 253 total yards, Scatterboo, 3 touchdowns, 110 total yards. Wow. And just to boot, Russell Wilson got the shit booed out of him last night. Jaxson Dart had to come out for a couple of plays. Woo! Giants fans, I think it's interesting that the Bengals didn't even call the Giants about Russell Wilson. I did a video just a couple of weeks ago where somebody around the NFL believes Russell Wilson's career is really over. They were like, oh, it was Chris Sims said, I don't believe there's a single team out there that won. Look at Dayball. He's chewing the doctor out. Where the f is my quarterback? Can somebody give me my quarterback back? Please? Dayball's literally seeing his Giants, and look, he's not dumb. He knows this team could have a real future. But there's a world where they don't win enough games at all. Seth Joiner. I mean, whoa, this was him he played for the Eagles back in the day, came up during my time, old school guy. I mean, a ton of fire. He was talking about how the Eagles' O-line was getting dominated. Check this out.
Halftime Giants Eagles, and to say I'm like thoroughly disgusted and disappointed by what I see on the field. When you have operational issues the way that the Eagles do, that is nothing more than a coaching problem, okay? It's up to the coaches to have the players ready to play. Getting in the right plays, getting in the right situation. I get it on the defensive side of the ball that, hey, you got some injuries, got to play some different players that you might not want to play, but they're on your roster, and they got to be ready to play. It's up to the coaches to get them ready to play. There's no reason in the world why Jaxson Dart and the New York Giants should be beating the Eagles at halftime like this. Just a calamity of just mistakes and just stupidity, dumb football, okay? And they better get their head out of their behinds, because if they lose this game, man, it's going to be some hell to pay in the city of Philadelphia. This is just downright disappointing and disgusting.
They're going to be hell to pay. That's how these guys get down in Philadelphia. These players are always pissing and moaning and bitching and whining. In the WNBA, talking about, oh my God, why are y'all talking about me? Y'all talking bad. Join a real sport. They tearing y'all's asses up in the media at halftime in Philadelphia. I got to give them some credit. I like that kind of objectiveness about your team.
I cannot believe what I just witnessed. And people have been saying for I don't know how long, oh, this team reminds us of the 2023 Eagles. You know what this team reminds me of? This team reminds me of the 2018 Doug Peterson team. The talent level on this team has been severely misjudged. Our rush guys can't get pressure. We don't get off blocks. We're undisciplined. Can I go through my lack of? Lack of effort. Lack of want to. Lack of preparedness. Some players on this team get paid $1 million plus per game. How are you unprepared to do the job that you're being paid for? You run the same damn plays every single week, thinking that defenses are so dumb that they're just going to let you have success. They know what you're running it before you run it. I seen players give up tonight. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. And people.
I seen players give up tonight. It was the I quit game. Eagles quit? Yikes. Yikes. They don't pull no punches in Philly. I admire that shit. I do. I really do. So anyway, go subscribe to CDS Podcast YouTube channel. Great dude. Covers the NFL, primarily Philadelphia. I'm trying to get him to cover all the teams. I actually don't cover the Niners too much. I don't know. I think there's more interesting stories in other places in the league. Don't get me wrong. I'm pulling for my team. I want them to win it all. But I like to go where the drama is, the drama. And the drama is in Philadelphia. The drama is in a superstar rookie quarterback named Jaxson mother effing Dart. I hit that pick right again. 2 years in a row. Jaden Daniels above Caleb Williams. Jaxson Dart above Cam Ward. Even though I barely had him above Cam Ward. I had him, by the way, Josina Anderson, I had Jaxson Dart a million years ahead of Shadur Sanders. Stop it. Oh, boy, you're awfully quiet these days. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.